Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training with new convert Canela, who basically has no training whatsoever. She's just getting a bond with me, right? I got to slowly but surely build our bond. Come here, Canela. Come on, baby. She has no clue. Come on. Good. It's about trust right now. She wouldn't even let me pet her for the first 2 or 3 days. Real apprehensive of her head getting touched. So I've been doing a lot of food in one hand and a lot of stroking, a lot of petting. So she gets desensitized with her body. It's a good sign of a dog that's been stuck in the backyard and not having many people work with her. It's because people get busy and they end up not putting time and energy. Yep, come on, good boy, good girl, yay! But they need to into their animal. She's also in season, so her head's not in the right place totally. Come on, come on, there you go, come on, there you go, good girl, come on. Come on, there you go, good girl, good. Notice a lot of petting because I'm trying to desensitize her and get her used to me touching her, reaching out, petting her, and her head touch. She didn't want to hit her head. She's real head shy. Not that she's been hit or anything, it's just that she hasn't had any interaction. And if you don't do anything with your animal, you end up making them a mental midget. Believe me, it takes work. Yes, even though the dog's got good genetics, it doesn't matter. Genetics make a big factor. They play a big factor, a big role in their development, you know, what the dog's going to become, but they're not everything. Remember what I always say, a dog is a product of 2 things. Their environment, which is you. You have the control of that environment. You manipulate that environment. And their genetic package. Who they are as an individual based on their genetics. But after a while, environment plays a big role in that. And that's where this dog's at. Just a little over a year. And she doesn't have her head in the right place, so it takes a lot of time. It's not about heel, sit down, stay. It's about where's the dog's head at in the work. Kind of like Dobie, you saw him when he first started, totally different thing, and now he's doing the right thing, and she's just getting it. Right now, she's just breaking in. I'm able to pet her now, she's coming in, the fear is not there. First few days, boy, I was overcoming that fear and apprehension. Desensitized, a lot of doing what I'm doing right now, a lot of praising her, getting her touch, so she gets so used to it she doesn't care anymore, right? Canela, hop, hop, come on, there you go, good girl, good. Good girl, good girl, yep, good girl, yay. She doesn't have a clue, so we're gonna start building in the communication, slow but sure. Everything means something, right? Canela, with me, come on. Throw it here, huh, come on. Yeah, come on. I'm going to bring out a clicker. Start giving her some clicker. Yeah, good girl. Dinner. Good. Oh, what was that? See her? See her reaction? Oh my God, what is that sound? Good. The sound overwhelming. After a while, it'll mean something though. Come on. Nope, come on. She's hearing the sound as she's going to the ground. She doesn't know what it is. Good. So now again, timing. Hup. There you go. Until that sound means something to her, right? Right now it kind of overwhelms her. She's just, but I'm going to go ahead and follow through. And Adobe, I didn't do that. Adobe had so much fear and apprehension, I just dropped the clicker altogether and went to yes. With her being young and all that, she's going to benefit from having to work her classical conditioning. Set this up, and after a while, she'll start to get more receptive. Biggest goal, the biggest thing that you're working on in the beginning, the biggest goal that you're after is to get her head in the right place. Her head's not in the right place because she's been stuck in the backyard and nobody's working with her. A lot of work. This is a lot more about counter conditioning or getting head in the right place so that she's receptive to learning and growing, right? She's got to be receptive to it. In the beginning, first 2 or 3 days, I've been doing nothing but leaving her in a kennel, going and visiting her. It's been a lot of work to get her over this. And now she's starting, first day that she's actually starting to show me some quality and knowing that hot dogs are going to be a positive thing, right? Luring, good, yeah, you go, good. Follow the hand, you follow the hand, you get your food. Good. Nope, come on. I know, sun's starting to come over. Our shadow's starting to leave. Yeah, but still not too hot today. It's still not too hot. It's only going to get in the 90s, the high 90s. It's supposed to be 101, and then I see today it's about 97, so. Good. Yep, good, yeah, good girl, good, there you go. All about consistency in my patterns of my voice and when I give her the positive and give her the negative, right? There's the key, the consistency in who I am and my style of training. Every trainer's a little different. Good. She didn't sit, but I gave it to her anyway because I clicked, right? Got a big old handful. There's probably 10, 15 pieces in there. There's a lot of scent cone, right? A lot of scent cone makes her want it. And all I'm doing now is I'm robbing her the food till I click, and then 1 or 2 pieces go out, right? All I'm trying to do now is a lot of classical conditioning. Sound means something's coming, right? Pairing, classical conditioning, playing a sound with the reward, right? But notice I'm doing it here. She's looking at the hand, and then there's a click, and then there's the hand going to her. So then you can start doing a longer pause to accent the fact that that sound meant something's coming. In the beginning, you notice I don't hardly have any separation. There's just sound and then delivery. Sound, delivery, real quick. As we go along, once I start feeling the dog understands that sound means something's happening, then I start giving a longer pause. And I give maybe a 10, 15 second pause, maybe 20 at the most. Good. So this is her first day where she's really getting some work done, because now we don't have the fear aspect of things, right? I find that I always do this 2-3 days. 3 days of bonding with the dog, getting through it, figuring out where their head's at, and not really pushing on the dog. I'm not out here yanking the dog around. I don't have any of that because I want to build a relationship based on what I have to give them. So a lot of coming and going to the kennel. Come on, baby. Come on. There you go. Starting to get warm, huh? Yeah. Short and sweet. We'll end this. Come on. Hop, hop. Come on. Hop, hop. Come on. Come on, Canela. Come on, Canela. She's already starting to shut down on me. You notice it? She's shutting down. She's getting... Good girl. Yay, good girl. That's my girl. Good. There you go. Good girl. Aha! Notice I'm putting my hand almost behind my back so that it appears out of nowhere, right? The other one was hanging it up in the air and doing this, trying to convey the thought to the animal that click means something's coming, right? I kind of always picture in my mind the Pavlov experiments with a long tube. The dog would hear a bell and a light would go on, and when they pawed it, and then there would be a sound, ding, and then you'd hear the kibble coming down that track, right? The food would drop down that tube, so it took time. There was all kinds of little sounds happening with that. The bell, the release of the food, and then trickling down that tube until it got to the feeding tray at the bottom. The dog figures this stuff out real quick, that its behavior was getting at something, right? Come on, come on, come on. Good, so timing. All right, we're done. So that was a good session, because all we're trying to do is convey to her that that sound meant something. And then you see me doing a lot of petting, grabbing the jowl, doing a lot of petting, desensitizing her to the getting touched and reached for, because she was so head shy. And it wasn't because she was struck, it was because she wasn't handled at all. She's in the backyard getting neglected in that regards, right? No time being put in the animal. That affects an animal, that affects them. They start to change their ways of thinking of the world, and drive state set in as far as a car, another dog on the outside of the fence line. All these things that ramp the dog up to become what their world, right? That takes the dog's head out of the place that we want them to be receptive to training and working with me and having a bond with me. All right, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Canela, the Rottie.